20-year sibling rivalry, Mario and Luigi team up using synchronized super moves in their most ridiculous adventure ever.
Let's go!
Okie dokie. Let's go. Okie dokie.
And we're back. The Mario and Luigi Legacy. Things are a little different this time. Look at this. Look at this new border. New game, new border. New me, new you. Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. This is the one that... So, I remember enjoying this game pretty thoroughly. This is the one that a lot of people say is the weakest one, outside of, like, obviously, a sort of offshoot one like Paper Jam or the remakes, right? This is the one that notoriously gets, like regularly gets placed lowest, out of the sort of main Mario and Luigi games, but I remember thoroughly enjoying it, but it was also my first one, and then I played Bowser's Inside Story, and Bowser's Inside Story, in my opinion, is just, like, infinitely better, for a plethora of reasons. But I remember this one having a lot of diversity in its areas, a lot of diversity in, combat, a lot of really interesting sort of premise and setup. It's an invasion story, and I think that's interesting. But we'll see how I feel, especially coming right off of Superstar Saga, which sort of blew me out of the water. My expectations, I was not ready for how great that game was going to be. And I'm sort of like, oh no, wait, have we played the best entry in the series first? Sometimes that just is the case, right? But yeah, so this is, I had to get a new Wii U. I didn't have to, but I did get a new Wii U because my other one did end up bricking. Not because of what I did to it, because of some other just random stuff that happened. I remodded this one. I really tested, I really tempted fate. I flipped the coin, I remodded it. And I am now, I like the opening song though. It's pretty fun. I like this whole thing. So this is how I'm going to keep the game oriented. From what I saw from briefly, like jumping in to play it to get some, to be able to like capture some footage so I could make a good border and stuff like that. From what I have seen, from what I've seen, the game keeps inconsequential information at the top screen. The top screen is the tiny one you can see on the left. The bottom screen is the one that's largest. There was no good way, or rather, there's no perfect way to do this. Being able to play this game emulated on a Wii U is definitely like one of the nicest options, I think, for playing it, other than just like literally emulating it using an emulator on a computer. I'm actually playing it now. Granted, that doesn't mean I have to use the Wii U gamepad, which is a little awkward for a game like this, but the game will not let you, because it's emulating a DS, the game will not let you use a controller outside of the gamepad, even if the game doesn't use touchscreen. I guess this game does use touchscreen, like occasionally, occasionally touchscreen options will pop up. I heard that when I looked it up, somebody said like at least one time in the game touchscreen pops up. So that was the weird thing about this game. Obviously, the DS existed, so there was no reason to make a Game Boy version of this game, but it doesn't. I would argue it doesn't entirely utilize anything that the DS was about, other than the fact that it has 2 screens. So this format should be good for most of the game. Hopefully it's good for most of the game. I probably won't have to make a bunch of different borders. Let's say I did have to change how the screen layout was partway through the playthrough. I should be able to just take what I've made, the assets I've made, and repurpose them. I should be able to do that. We'll find out. We'll find out if the time comes. Hopefully it doesn't. But yeah, and hopefully this is like good enough for you to be able to see anything. They do show things on the top screen that is of somewhat importance occasionally, but at least in the moment-to-moment gameplay, shouldn't be anything vital. I guess just to show really quick, yeah, just to show really quick what kind of screen settings we're looking at. They're not ideal. So this is the best one in my opinion. This one is unusable. It's unusable because the controls on the D-pad and the buttons and stuff like that change in accordance with this layout. I think that's ridiculous. This is clearly just meant for games that primarily utilize touchscreen. You know, like I don't know if you're playing like that rhythm game that was on the DS and things like that. This is the same sort of thing. I really wish the top screen, I really wish the monitor screen was not, you know, I wish that wasn't oriented to the side like that. I think that's really weird. This one is not terrible. However, for this game in particular, it's not ideal because all the important stuff is on the bottom screen, which will be on the gamepad, and I can't capture footage on a gamepad. I think you can capture footage on a gamepad, but I don't think it's good, if you catch my drift. And then there's this, where this one is baffling to me. This one is this. Like, no joke, here is just a still image of an actual DS, one of the older models of DS too, by the way. And then you play it like that. And if you're wondering, like, well, what are you seeing on the gamepad screen? Is it different? No, it's not different. It's the same exact view. I don't think you can make it bigger or smaller or anything. It's kind of ridiculous. However, one nice thing is that we will be able to, should show this off, right? Haven't played a game emulated on the Wii U in a while, so I can actually show this off. We have access to the original manual, which is probably one of the coolest freaking things that they ever freaking did. Yeah, we got the full actual original manual. I think that's stuff like this is very freaking cool to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. We don't want to, you know, spoil too many things potentially, but I mean, I just think this is great. It's a 4-player RPG. Oh no, we'll get into that. We'll get into all of this stuff. You can hold on, wait. You save your in-game progress by using save albums. You can have up to 2 save files. You can erase all save game data by pressing A, B, X, Y, and L and R immediately after turning your DS on. But remember, erased game data cannot be recovered, so proceed with caution. Why on earth is that? It's a weird combination of things to have to do with that anyways. It's very weird. I don't know about all that. I think this is a great feature. This is like really, really nice that they did this. I think what's especially nice is that because this is a modded Wii U, I could have access to the original Japanese version of Mother 3, and it will probably also come with the manual and stuff, which is pretty sick in my opinion. But we're gonna get back to the game, and we're going to switch this back to this view, which I think again is the most ideal one. Okay, without further ado, now this game I have played before. This is not going to be, unlike Superstar Saga, this is not a blind playthrough. I have played this game exactly one time though, so it will be a return to it. I have not touched it in a while. I already have some thoughts, even after just briefly playing it, just to get some of the stuff, like assets for the intro, and figuring out what kind of layout I was gonna need to do, or I wanted to do. I already have some thoughts on a couple things, just like literally, I already have thoughts on game feel and presentation, but we'll get to that when we get into it. So let's get going. Also, to commemorate a new playthrough, I have Boba, the classic. Really, really long ago, way far out in space, in a dark, dank place shunned by the starlight, there was this creepy planet floating alone. That's kind of rude. The beings of this world were creepy. They spent their time staring creepily into space. Look, I know you want these guys. I know you want it to be clear that these guys are the bad guys, but like this seems really presumptuous. Just creepy daydreamers, right? Wrong. They were searching for a new home. At last, they fixed their creepy gazes on a distant world, a land of beauty and peace. Well, that looks familiar. I'm sure these villains will be extremely deep. I'm sure they have in their mind good reasons for doing what they're doing. I'm sure they're not just purely evil entities that exist out in space. Oh, well, look at this, a young Toadsworth, which is rare to see, I think. Young Masters Mario and Luigi have anxiously awaited your arrival. Yes, indeed, the princess craves playmates, I'm afraid. She's rather tantrumy. Press up to walk to the room where she awaits. Please, go to her at once.
Let's go.
And here we are. This is, I mean, great freaking, might I say, great freaking animations already. A slightly altered art style. I would almost say, like, feels somewhat up-res, but also if you just look at the environment, stuff like that, clearly taking a very different angle. And also, I don't know if you also notice in the top right, we can see that it's not A and B, it's X and Y for the babies. Oh. Also, I like how this immediately establishes that Mario, Luigi, and Peach have all known each other since they were babies, and that the babies used to come around here for play dates, which is kind of adorable. I say, what's this hullabaloo? What of the princess? And this, now, okay, distinction. Here's the, okay, if you want to know the reason why it's so easy to mix up Bowser Jr. for Baby Bowser, it's because this is Bowser as a baby. Makes sense, right? This just looks like Bowser Jr. This is what Bowser Jr. looks like, and I understand their father and son, they'd probably look like each other, but holy crap. Like, come on. This is kind of ridiculous. I, Prince Bowser, am taking Princess Peach with me. You two babies can scram. Absolute nonsense. I'd rather think you'll do no such thing. On guard. Yeah, get him, Toadsworth. Oh. Oh, Toadsworth died. but the continuity, the timeline, it's in disrepair. I got Peach is kind of just chilling. I feel like Peach does not have to be sitting up there on baby Bowser's head, but your turn, Super Diaper Bro. Hey, man, we're like the same age. Actually, I don't know if we're the same age. All the little animations. What is baby Luigi doing? Luigi, you good, kid? Also, look at the freaking animation of Mario chilling and waiting. Well, you know the drill. However, I don't know if you noticed, things are in combat, things come out. Things are so snappy in combat, genuinely. It's actually pretty crazy. Okay, just taking change the volume. Young Master Mario. Sorry about fainting a moment ago. Is this your first battle? Shall I perhaps instruct you on action commands? I actually don't. I've gone through this not once but twice at this point, testing things out. So no, I'm actually good. Ah, truly? Very well, young Master Mario. You're the young master. You know the drill. You press A right before he lands, and then you have to be very preemptive on that. Actually, that one's actually oddly I found very easy to get hit by. Drat, I almost forgot. You can also dodge young Bowser's flames. Shall I explain to you how to evade enemy attacks? No, I'm good. Ah, truly? Very well, young Master Mario. You are the young master. Imagine if I got hit right after that. And Toadsworth is just like, bro. There's also like, I'm probably gonna be clear of sound cues too. Blah. And then we killed Bowser as a child. I'm a prince. I can't lose to you. Blah. Luigi walks up just to laugh at the guy. I think one thing I do like about this game right off the bat is just the vibe is very different than a lot of the Mario games and even Mario RPGs. Again, it's an invasion story. There are aliens. I mean, look at that. The Mushroom Kingdom in the past, by the way, too. So clearly that already brings up questions, but the Mushroom Kingdom in the past getting invaded. Mushroom Kingdom newsflash. Famed inventor Professor Egad has completed his time machine. Do we have a moment? Okay, we do. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about the art style of the environments in the background so far, but we'll see when we get later into everything. Obviously, it's still a Mario and Luigi art style. It's just sort of like the way they like color and shaded things this time. The way they render stuff this time around is very different. The idea of like the Mushroom Kingdom being invaded by just straight up aliens is very interesting. It's also very interesting for an RPG. Now I can't say this is the only RPG to involve aliens being an antagonist. It's not even the only Nintendo RPG to involve aliens being the antagonist, right? But it is an interesting. It is a lesser traveled path, I feel like. Famed inventor Professor Egad has completed his time machine. The time machine's energy source? This amazing cobalt star, yet another different kind of power source that is also a star. The unveiling took place at Peach's castle and was seen by luminaries from near and far, as they show Mario and Luigi. We live like down the street, don't we? Princess Peach was reportedly overjoyed by the contraption. So overjoyed, in fact, that she promptly set off on a voyage to the Mushroom Kingdom's past. Oh, Peach. Peach, really does just, she really can't sit still. I don't want to, again, it's not, it would be wrong to blame her for how much she gets kidnapped or thrown into peril. However, just hopping into a time machine and going to the past, unsupervised with nobody else with you, probably not the best idea. But maybe, you know, hey, maybe that's just, maybe I need to check myself at the door, okay? Maybe I need to sit my white ass down and listen, okay? Of course, her able ward Toadsworth is beside himself with worry. Details at 11. Oh, one of the toads in that image looked very depressed. Princess, please return, your majesty. I say I'm simply beside myself with worry. No need to worry yourself, my machine's safe as can be. Why, there's a 99.999999999% chance the princess will return. The horror. Oh, Toadsworth, no, Toadsworth has died again. Toadsworth dying across time. Looks like I need to lower this volume a little teensy bit, I believe. There we go. Toadsworth, wake up, Toadsworth. Whoa, he worried so hard he KO'd himself. Mario, I'm pretty sure Toadsworth has a refresh room in its room. Think you could go get it? Oh, I think this is the first time since like, what, 64? They had Lakitu. Well, no, in the Mario Kart games, Lakitus are the ones who are technically like capturing the footage, right? During the races? I think something that people forget is that Mario 64 is, you do technically have a partner in Mario 64, just like the other 3D Mario games. He just doesn't, he's the one that you're seeing through. You're seeing, Mario 64 is technically a second-person game because your viewpoint, your perspective is through Lakitu's camera, and you're watching Mario do stuff. It's weird. I mean, you know, it's clearly the existence of Lakitu in Mario 64 is just to explain how a 3D camera in a 3D environment works, right? Like what is it you are, how is it you are looking at the game, right? But the fact that they made it a character who, if I understand correctly, is literally there. Like, I think Lakitu is literally there holding your camera perspective. Like, I think he exists in the world. I could be wrong about that. But even all the way at the end of Mario 64, where Mario and him wave goodbye to each other, and the Lakitu flies off with all the footage of Mario's adventure. In my mind, I was always like, if I was to ever like illustrate Mario's adventure in that game, I would make Lakitu a character, because I think it's really interesting that Lakitu, like, to establish that, yeah, Lakitu is like documenting Mario's entire adventure in Peach's castle. And I think that it's really interesting to consider him to be an actual physical being who is present with Mario the whole time. But that is rarely an idea that's revisited, except for some side games, and obviously this one I do. One direct feed cloud cam view of Peach's castle coming up. Thanks, Lakitu. Here's Mario's current location. And the refresh room over here in Toadsworth quarters. Oh, and by the way, this icon always shows Mario's current location. The icon won't move while you're moving around in the room, but when you go to another room, the icon will also move to the new room. If you lose track of Mario or don't know where to go, or just dig the top screen, look up here to find, or just dig it, yeah, I just dig it. Look up here to find whatever you seek. Gotcha, boss. Alright, Mario, we're counting on you. The refresh room is in the block in Toadsworth room. You can't miss it. To remove it from the block, stand beneath it and jump up. That usually works. How's your jumping coming along? Boing. Looking good from where I'm standing. Good luck. So one thing I already noticed is that the movement speed is, especially because like the environment seems just as big, if not larger, the movement speed is pretty sluggish, I feel. It's not so terrible, but like it feels like, oh, whoops. I've got a feeling something terrible is going to happen. I mean, look, this room's got that eerie gear over there. Something's gonna happen. Bless my spots. Bless your spots. Eerie gear, where? I want some eerie gear. Yeah, I mean, like, compared to Superstar Saga, in Superstar Saga, your movement speed was... Oh, what? There's already a spot to dig up. Crud. You were schmovin' across everything. It felt very good to traverse everything, but also the environments were a lot smaller. So that could be that. Climb these stairs to reach the castle's second floor. Listen though, the switcher to open the door is a doozy. Simply standing on it with another friend's not enough to activate it. No, sir. You don't say. Oh. I knew there had to be some things to collect around here. We don't have a... Yeah, no, we don't have a menu or an inventory to open up yet, and there's actually a reason for that. Oh, that was a 10 coin. Okay, so this game is going to introduce... I wonder how many people we need to stand on this. Clearly, this game is going to introduce coins that are worth more than just one. So instead of hitting a block multiple times, you probably just end up... There's actually restore blocks, which, I mean, a friendly reminder, Superstar Saga never had restore points. It would just occasionally, at certain points, restore your HP and resources. Be sure to save your progress when you see a save album. Gotcha. This is a shroom shop where you can buy and sell items and gear. We're still stocking on the shelf, so please come back a bit later, okay? Gotcha, boss. So this is sort of going to act as our hub, it seems like. Yeah, that's another interesting thing about this game in particular, is that I'm digging the music. It's vibe. I mean, this is just classic, like Peach's Castle music. Another case of that. There's also just how Mario look. I mean, Mario and Luigi look generally the same. They're just sort of up-resed, and they're kind of like shaded differently too. I'm not going to be nitpicking the game, right? I'm just there are a handful of things that I just noticed right off the bat that sort of piqued my interest, because it's always interesting to see why people change things in the ways they do from one game to another. I also don't know what the span of time between Superstar Saga and this game was, to be fair. But this game is immediately, you can kind of tell the scope of this game is a much, the scope is a lot more expansive than in this game than it was in Superstar Saga. Superstar Saga was pretty self-contained, you know? There was a handful of unique areas to go to, and then there was a lot of traveling and retraveling between areas you've been to before. None of that, which I think, all that was still impeccable, though. Having an expanded scope does not always mean... Wait, this is Toadsworth's room? He just has a picture of Peach? Dang, Peach looking kind of bad in that picture. Alright, Toadsworth. Well, Toadsworth is like a father to her, or something, right? I mean, he's literally like an advisor, I suppose, but... Is it? This must be for Toads, right? Oh, there's 2 more spots to dig stuff up. Man, they're already hitting us with spots for beans. You know those are beans. Do I even need to tell you that those are beans? You know what's good. You know what this game wants. Mario and Luigi want one thing, and it's disgusting. It is nice. Yeah, it is really nice to be able to play and capture this game like this. I'm gonna have to get a little fancy with capturing Bowser's Inside Story and Dream Team especially. I have to figure out a good way to capture those games. Toadsworth, any final words? Can I have your cane? Why do you want his cane? That's grim. Doctor, speak, man. Will Toadsworth recover? Oh, the prognosis is grim. I'm afraid our dear Toadsworth has worried himself into a state of shroom shock. Without the restorative properties of a refresh room, there's naught we can do. Toadsworth! Not today, Toadsworth. You've got more games to appear in. Huzzah! Oh. This game does make good use of the fact that it has 2 screens, though, for sure. We'll take a gander at that. The time machine's returned. Something's amiss, though. What could have gone wrong? Something's amiss. You don't say. It looks thrashed. Oh, Princess, welcome home. Your Majesty, I've been fraught with... Like... Toadsworth, hit the deck! Wait, Master Luigi! Luigi, no! Luigi said, it's every man for himself.
Let's go.
Ooh, music? And now we got the introduction of the counter-attacking. And Toadsworth, once again, is telling... Toadsworth, you have been trying to give us tutorials for literally decades, alright? We got this, man. Look at the way that guy is schmoovin', though. Look at him doing squats to freaking impose his will upon us. I mean, yeah, I do like the like sort of horror vibe. Like, a time machine comes back, it's thrashed, and then a creature climbs out of it. It's like, that's pretty intense. Master Mario. It's been some time since you battled last, correct? No, it's been about a week since I battled last, I think. Do you require? Actually, not even a week, like a couple days. I just beat Superstar Saga. Do you require a refresher on action commands? No, I'm good. I see. Very well, Master Mario. You are the master. You are the master. And of course, we use A and B this time. You have to be, if you specifically want to do the counterattack on that one, you have to jump as soon as he's finished winding up, basically. Drat, I almost forgot. You can also dodge enemies' attacks. Shall I explain to you how to perform such evasions? Nope. I see. Would you then care to hear how to counterattack? Nope. I see. Very well, Master Mario. You are the master. Junior Shrewboyd is what his name is. Actually, I think that guy might be a returning antagonist. He might be repeated throughout the game. I could be wrong though. Oh, here's another thing too. So first leveling up, the bonuses are different. Man, Mario starts with a 22 in POW. That's crazy. I'm just gonna tell you, the bonuses are instantaneous, which means that you could actually time it correctly to get the number you want, I think. But but it goes a lot faster too. So no sign of the princess. No, that awful monster. Just take her easy now. She wasn't this fellow's breakfast. My DS time radar puts Peach somewhere in the Mushroom Kingdom of yesteryear. Time radar? Time radar? You just made that up. Where'd this monster come from then? That I don't know. Okay, first off, Toad, everything's made up. So, you know, stay in your lane, first off. And with the time machine this dinged up, we're not going anywhere.
Ow, ow, ow.
What's that? Calm down and speak slowly. A mysterious hole has appeared in the garden. It's possible the return of the machine tore holes in the time continuum. To the garden, fellas. I do like EGAD. I like that EGAD just kind of becomes a regular in these games. Okay. Ah, Luigi, you on your way to the garden?
Oh yeah.
Instead, how about you stand guard and keep that thing from escaping and eating everyone?
Oh no.
Oh, I see. Well, if you'd rather not, I guess I can't force you to do it or anything. Who knows what the future holds, though? Could be. Could be. You might face even worse things. Oh, hey, so tell me, are your jumps coming along as well as Mario's? Because he's the best. Yeah, listen, no offense, but next to Mario, that just seems underwhelming. Know what I mean? Show him what I mean, Mario. Come on, Luigi. You got this, Luigi. Come on, seriously, Luigi. Try jumping like Mario. You need more intensity or something. Wow, that was super. That was a great jump, worthy of Mario himself. You really are brothers. Hey, you'd better hustle along to the garden. We can get roasted by a toad for no reason. Oh, I can make Luigi like jump over my head. That's kind of fun. I sure hope that guy doesn't spring back to life and try to kill people. Well, we got no time for that anyways. The save book is so big now. And I do like how this game maintains the through line of when we save and things like that being like us writing down and documenting stuff. Well, because like in the first game, I really loved that it was like we're getting a like a passport stamped or something like that because we are in a new place and whatnot. In this one, it's more like everything is images on a billboard on like a poster board and stuff like that, which is also fun. And also like we have like a flip book, like a notebook of sorts too. It's a new aesthetic, so it's cool. I actually don't remember what Bowser's Inside Story is, and obviously I've never touched Dream Team, so I would love it if they kept this sort of through line up. I'll be really interested to see if they keep that sort of styling up in Brothership. I feel like the whole like travel guidebook, pamphlet, passport kind of aesthetic would work really well in Brothership in particular. As I suspected. It's a time hole. Yes, sirree, this time hole is a doorway to the past. No doubt about it, it appeared because of that time machine. Hey, freaking careful, Luigi. Bold. Bold moves from Luigi. Careful, young fella. If I'm right, the time hole leads back in time. Yep, to a young Mushroom Kingdom. Question is, to where in the Mushroom Kingdom? So the other question is, if a fellow were to jump in, could he even make it back? Use the time hole to rescue the princess.
Oh yeah.
Now there's an idea. I bet dollars to Donut's our best chance of saving her. I'm giving him like a twang. No, Toads with you fiend. Oh. Well. And Egad had just finished saying, I don't even know if you can make it back. Master Mario, the princess, where is Princess Peach? And what were those lights? And what was that odd hole? I demand answers, sir. Toadsworth, we just don't have time. I'll see you later. I'll see you... Previously? I'll see you. Master Mario. And you can see the time flipping backwards in the top screen, which is fun. Oh, poor Luigi. Watch the leather, Professor. No need for shoving. And so this is the character I thought was in the previous game, because the previous game literally had a briefcase. But yeah, in this one, our briefcase is literally a person, like a talking, speaking, sentient person. Oh, you must be Mario. According to the professor, there should be a Luigi here as well, but I don't. Oh my, are you Luigi? Sorry about that. Luigi, it's a briefcase. Check yourself at the door. I'm pleased to meet you. I am known as Stuffwell. Now, I don't remember hardly anything about Stuffwell, which probably speaks to how impactful his character is, but we'll see. I do remember the partner character from Bowser's Inside Story, who also makes another appearance in Dream Team, I believe. She's also in Paper Jam as well. It seems like we're gonna get a new partner character in Brothership. It's always kind of sad to see certain characters sort of just fade away when they've been like mainstays in a thing for a long time. What was it? Was her name Starly? I think it's Starly. It could be wrong though. A thought occurred to me. Toadsworth doesn't show up in anything anymore, right? He used to show up around everything that involved Princess Peach and Mario. Like he was even in Super Mario Sunshine, but he just sort of like stopped showing up. He's never a playable character, or he's never been a playable character, which is fine. I'm not like itching to play as Toad. I mean, I would play as Toadsworth if he showed up, but like it's weird that he just doesn't show up as a sort of like side character, like as a Chancellor to Princess Peach or anything like that anymore. Professor Egad invented me. I'm what is called a suitcase. Okay, Professor Egad did not invent you. The professor sent me back in time to be your assistant. Yes, assistant is accurate. I'm more than just some place to store your belongings. I have many complex sensors and various memory apparati for data retention and, Mario and Luigi like, hey bud, listen, this isn't usually how we roll with like crunching numbers and radars and things like that. We kind of usually just wing it. Okay, well, suffice to say, I'm a very technologic by contraption standards. I'll be a big help. We'll see. Luigi's still not buying it. Why don't we get started by having you go ahead and open me up? Simply press start. You want me to do what? I mean, shouldn't I take you out to dinner first? Oh. I mean, I love this being the inventories for these games, though. This is always great. Yes, please note that I can be loaded with all manner of doodads and widgets. Suffice to say, I can certainly carry all of your items. I'm also designed to carry a veritable wealth of equipment. I like how the implication that Mario and Luigi are always carrying around, like, they're always carrying around a suitcase full of their things all the time. And to confirm that you're in tip-top shape, I can check your stats here as well. If I could have your attention to the top screen. Mm-hmm. Your adventure all full of danger and whatnot. Number of coins you're carrying. And finally, direct your gaze here to sneak a peek at your streamlined statistics. That's pretty nice. Notice how Mario has less HP than Luigi, and Mario had already leveled up once. The game knows what the game gives you hints at, like, hey, this is kind of what this brother's about. Of course, you can invest the extra stats, the stat bonuses, or whatever you want. But I'm probably gonna keep it generally the same throughout all 4 playthroughs and see how it feels across each game. Well, that wraps up my self-introductional. I eagerly await our working together. Press B to initiate my closing minification cycle and store me. Initiate my closing minification cycle. Back to adventure. He's pretty goofy. Oh. I'm sorry, Luigi. This is a pretty fun theme. It's kind of reminiscent of the main theme on the title screen. I feel like the main theme for this game should be a lot like spookier, a lot eerier, just given the vibe of like what's happening in the story and like what the villains are. Now this is sort of what I mean about the aesthetic. It kind of has like that, like, it's 2D for 3D, right? It's got like a claymation look, almost like the concept art for Mario 64, right? Of like the concept versus how it actually looks in game, but like the concept of like what the vision for Mario 64 was. I'm not sure how much I like it. It's very like, I don't know, like coloring book-esque. It does. I think it fits fine. I like how the map looks from the top screen. Also, having a map available at all times is very nice. Mario. Hello, Stuffwell. If it's not inconvenient, I'd like to proceed with some basic instructionals. As you know, the primary action for mobile creatures is the jump, if you follow. The primary action? I don't know how often I find myself jumping. If your timing is serviceable, the pair of you should be able to jump up these ledges. First, Mario jumps with A. Then Luigi follows by pressing the B button, rudimental. The key is to using that to move, then pressing A and B in order. I suggest trying it. Yeah, we just feel very slow already, you know? It's weird. Mario, Luigi, do you see the gaps in your path? Yeah, the best thing I've found is to not literally press one at a time. You just kind of slide your finger across A and B. Gaps like that, gaps like the light, gaps in the like, can sometimes be cleared with moving the D-pad. Just try out with a particular jump. Make with the jumping. Make with the jump. You can't. No. Stay in your lane, stuff. Well, we'll do our own jumping on our own time. Thank you very much. Now this is different. This area is festooned with red and green blocks, according to my data banks. Red objects respond only when struck by Mario. Green ones are for Luigi. I suggest you begin leaping with all the speed and hit every last one of them. It appears the path allowing us to proceed has opened up. I suggest utilizing A and B to perform well-timed jumps and move forward. Thank you, Stepwell. Holly Jolly Village. Is it a Christmas-themed thing? Oh yeah, apparently there was actually something to get for the sort of hermit crab guy in the first game. Didn't do that side quest though. Oh, Mario, the village. Not the music choice I probably would have picked for look at these flying saucers coming overhead to attack a village. The village, dank purple mushrooms.
Let's go.
Luigi leaves another toad to bite the dust. Come on, Luigi. I guess Toadsworth was just kind of getting Luigi back for leaving him at the hands of a giant evil monster. I understand your urgency, but who knows the dangers ahead? It would be prudent to get you battle ready before moving on. Yes. I mean, okay. Of course, the first enemies have to be the equivalent of Goombas. Although, you know what? No Goombas in sight in Superstar Saga, huh? Were there any No, there were Goombas eventually, but they were all unique ones. It was the mummified ones in the desert, in Teehee Valley. Well, look at this, perfect practice for you. Mario, jump on that bullboy thing.
Let's go.
Excellent work, Mario. Jump onto the enemy to engage it in battle, and you'll get the upper hand by damaging it at the get-go. I highly recommend noting this helpful hint. I love Luigi's stance in this game. Can I just say, it's immaculate. I don't know. I'm intimidated. I don't know about you. Luigi. You'll perform attacks just like Mario does. The only difference is Luigi uses B for his action commands. Remember to use B when jumping on the bad guys who hate you. Jumping on the bad guys who hate you. Oh wait, what does he look like when he... The shuffle. Their poses and stances of stuff are incredible in this game. Analysis complete on the enemy's attacks. Shall I tell you the results? No. Alrighty then. I've got one more analysis I'd like to share with you. When avoiding enemies, the timing of Mario and Luigi's tends to be slightly differentiable. Pay close attention to the timing of the jumps. You mean our jumps are slightly different? I wonder what the results he was talking about was going to be.
Let's go.
Okie dokie.
Nice. Now things, when you get into combat, things are very snappy. Heck yeah, Luigi. So Luigi has, whoa, Luigi starts with way more stash than Mario. Really? But not much more defense. A lot more HP for sure. Not far behind on POW. Very low on speed. Starts with 30 stash. Luigi has more charm than ever. Oh, this is Luigi's... Because after Superstar Saga, Luigi was on the up and up. Everybody loved Luigi. Dang, well the bonuses of this time around are very small. Yeah, things just feel like a lot floatier on the hub world things out now. So like, I don't know if it's gonna make it easier or harder to get preemptive strikes. Not bad. Maybe I'll just play getting the bonuses by ear, just see like how much everybody has and everything. Or maybe they've been low on the stats I've been picking because the stats are already the highest ones they had. I don't know if you noticed, there's already infinitely more animation going on. The enemies have all these like unique, nice animations, the way all the animations flow together is really gorgeous. Like it truly impeccable animation work. Hello? Oh, Luigi, my brother. Are you operational, Luigi? Do you need service? It appears you've taken some damage. What fortunate timing. Stuckwell, Pete's sake, my brother's dying. Allow me to explain how to use items. I know you're groggy, but try to focus, Luigi. Please press start. Stuffo, how am I looking inside of you, but there's also a tiny you on the screen right now? Yeah, that guy knocked Luigi down to 1 HP. That's crazy. What we have here is the ideal moment to discuss using items. Wait a moment. I just happen to have 2 mushrooms that the professor gave me. Let's use these in the explanation. Gotcha, we already have 16 mushrooms. What you see here is the items currently in your possession, if you follow. What I need you to do is select the mushrooms and press A. Yes, now you can use that to choose who gets the mushroom. And won't that be fun for all? Oh, I like how Mario and Luigi, we have like keychains on these little satchels. That's kind of fun. These little pouches. Make sure you've selected our friend Luigi there and press A. Oh, I'm sorry. You're the one who moved it over. No, not Mario. The other bro. Give the mushroom to Luigi. No. Make me, Stuffwell. Make me. I'm gonna make Luigi watch Mario eat 16 mushrooms right now. Fine. Yes, wondiferous. This should put a pepper on his pizza. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's turn to the bottom screen. If it's not too much trouble, press B for me. Second verse, same as the first verse, by which I mean press B again. And here we are, back to where we started. But smartified. We're ready to move on. Yes, it's easy to back out of my inner levels, one step at a time with the B button. You can also press start to close me entirely at any time if you follow. Oh, that's great. Press B to start and press the B button or start to close me. And back to adventure. I'm going to make sure that him saying back to adventure becomes increasingly more obnoxious as time goes on. Oh, nice. Yeah, they don't have much HP. Clearly we're, you know, it's early game. It's the beginning of a new game, so.
Let's go.
We're starting at the bottom. I have a feeling because of how much more detailed and how much more animation there is now, I have a feeling that enemy tells are going to be a lot more clearer. They were still, don't get me wrong, they were still very clear in Superstar Saga, but there were a couple enemies where you kind of just had to guess or dodge or hammer with both of the brothers at the same time was usually like the safest way to do things. But like with this one, it's like very clear, like left foot, right foot kind of stuff, right? Ooh, lucky from Luigi. Yeah, that's really crazy to me that Luigi started with 10 more stash than Mario in this one. Such low bonuses. I'm not used to this. I'm used to getting like 4s and 5s and stuff.
Let's go. Dang, another lucky from Luigi. Well, if the game says that lucky is Luigi's stat, then who am I to disagree? I remember I used to give Luigi the most stash, which would be funny because I wouldn't prioritize POW with him. So like Mario would be raw damage, but Luigi would be like would occasionally get these like huge hits by getting luckies. I have 2 mushrooms. Oh, Stuffle actually walks up and shows you what items you got from the fight. That's fun. Oh my gosh. Okay, Luigi's looking kind of strong right now. Maybe Luigi's gonna be our heavy hitter.
Oh no!
Look at these enemies, like they haven't even spoken to us, they're just annihilating people. It's pretty intense. Like it's full War of the Worlds. Oh no, this is the vibe I've been wanting. It is Christmas themed. How random. So they had a little bit of Christmas theming in Superstar Saga and then more Christmas theming in this game. Maybe have I been playing these games at the wrong time? And it's crazy because like they give you a Christmas themed town, but then they show it vacant and destroyed because of aliens. I
I love the vibes here. This is great. Gives me like when Cartoon Network was doing the Christmas special. I'm sorry, the Alien special episodes for every show they had running. Oh look, the save points at the top screen. They give you different They give you different. Does each save point give you a different image? Maybe depending on what location you're in. Maybe I'll use those for the thumbnails. That's pretty fun. But yeah, when Cartoon Network was when Cartoon Network was doing their Alien special episodes, they had, I remember the Ed, and Eddie one took place during winter, and it had like some Christmassy vibes to it. Santa? Is anybody there? Hello. What happened to those awful shroom things? Are they gone? Me. I'm the mayor of this village. Nice to see you. I was trying to hide from those shroom things and I got stuck. Must be a way out. That doesn't involve dieting. I got you, boss. Oh. Ho ho! Safe at last. He's not gonna get immediately abducted, is he? Oh. Oh, criminy. Did we immediately get that guy captured? Mario and Luigi, truly the heroes that the world needed. Oh my gosh. That's really bleak. Oh. In a language we don't understand. Oh. I wonder if you can actually decipher what all that means. Oh. Oh. Okay, so we have our first introduction of stuff is happening in the sky that we have to pay attention to. 3. 3 what? I mean, I love that this game immediately hits us with a brand new type of enemy that we've never seen anything like before in a Mario game. Oh. Oh, okay. I think I understand the tells. 3 hits from each. The lasers on their things are not super strong. Hey, what's up? Oh, we don't have any hammers. Oh, I think we were supposed to lose this one, yeah? Meanwhile, high above Holly Jolly Village, the Koopa Cruiser cruises. Immediately already brought the Koopa Cruiser back. That's fun. Oh. Oh no. We're literally a bunch of babies. Emergency, emergency. Princess. Oh, princess, never fear, my dear. Toadstool is here. Come, let's get you to safety. This is the great Prince Bowser. Kneel, minions. Okay, now get up. All personnel to the bridge. Kneel, minions. Okay, now get up. do we even have mothers? Oh, you can still see the ship getting shot at the top. Oh, and it shakes the bottom screen too when it happens? That's a good detail. And we're back to the babies. Yeah, I like how... I think I do like how, because obviously in Superstar Saga, Mario and Luigi were at, like... They were like... The game very quickly establishes how powerful the two of them are in that game. Hey, you there. Actually, oh, this guy actually... They still kind of look like the way they did in Superstar Saga, too. Just with the altered art style. His guard units awaits you. Get your tails to the bridge. I wonder if you little spuds can make it on your own. We are literally babies. Show me a practice jump, okay, little red tot? Yep, that'll work. How about you, little green tater? Nice. You're good to go. You can perform all of your actions with X and Y, got it? To clear these staggered levels, you two are going to have to work on your jumping. Use that to move, then press it in quick succession to hop your way ahead. Once you get that figured out, move out for the bridge and make it quick. Gotcha, boss man. But I like how Superstar Saga very quickly establishes how strong Mario and Luigi are, and then this game immediately says, like, you are outmatched and you are outnumbered. And they like the first fight against the actual like real enemies that you're up against, you lose immediately. And not because like we wouldn't have won that fight. We would have won that fight. Each enemy only takes 3 hits, right? We would have won that fight, but the fact that they just have the numbers, they have the tech. Like while we're focusing on fighting them, they're attacking us from the skies, you know? I think it's good to like sort of set the tone and be like, no, you are fighting an enemy you have never seen before, and like it is not going to be a cakewalk. Well, I think it's good. Now, I'm not personally good on... I don't like the trope of like, oh, our heroes get saved at the last second by other people doing other things in some other place, right? Like swooping in and saving the day. But I think in this one case for the beginning of the game, I think it does do a lot to sort of establish the Shroobs as a real threat. Because the question, of course, would usually, like for instance, like Cackletta and Fawful, how much of a threat they were would fluctuate. We thought they were... The whole point of that game is that they subvert your expectation. They establish Fawful and Cackletta as being a threat from Mario and Luigi's perspective, but then they subvert your expectations with that over and over again by showing, oh no, actually they're kind of just like flying by the seat of their pants, and everybody was already 5 steps ahead of them. Which is why when Cackletta and Fawful end up actually getting ahead of everybody and pulling some stuff off, there's like you know, they come off as like more impressive in that state. In this game, the important thing was to establish right away, like, how is the whole of the Mushroom Kingdom going to succumb to these guys when Mario and Luigi exist? It's like because they just have sheer numbers. It's an invasion. They're fighting, like, we're not just fighting like one evil sorceress and her lackey. We're fighting an army now, and that's very different. To get up ahead, steam, and then together to the hurl. Okay. Let's zip up on the bridge. Gotcha. The stays between us, okay? Red things will react if the red kid hits them. And that means the green kid smacks a red thingy, nothing happens. And if the red kid hits something green, they'll get a diddly squat there too. So if you want green green to do stuff, don't waste time with red, just green. Not too shabby a tutorial, am I right? Right? No, that was awful. It was an awful tutorial. It was all over the place. I'm not even sure if I fully understood what you were specifically saying. I just know how those work already. I will say, Baby Mario and Baby Luigi, they kind of be schmoovin'. A little more. Who knows what's going to happen from here on in? I mean, you're babies. You better save your progress whenever you see a save album. That's actually not bad advice. And with that good advice that this Koopa guy has given us, we are going to end things here. I think would be a good time. Yeah, very intriguing. I do appreciate, I mean, geez, talk about a game throwing you right into it. This game throws you into it like 10 times faster than even Superstar Saga did, and Superstar Saga was pretty quick with it. And this game is just like, boom, no, Princess Peach lost, like, got in a time machine, has not reappeared. Back in the past, aliens are invading the Mushroom Kingdom. Go into a time vortex, get annihilated by aliens. Now your baby's back on Bowser's Cruiser again, and it's like, holy, which is like, the jump from perspectives and the jump in across time, it all happens so quickly. I mean, it's happening faster than Chrono Trigger, and Chrono Trigger kind of throws you into the, gets you into the whole like main conceit of the game pretty freaking quickly, right? I don't know. This game just kind of, this game is zooming. This game wants you to get into the meat of it as quickly as possible. Now, granted, to be fair, we still don't even have hammers, and we don't have any inkling of what how Bros moves work in this one. I of course know how they work in this one, although I don't remember exactly how they work. I know that if I remember correctly, there is not BP in this game. We'll have to see though. We'll have to see how all that plays out, but we'll see how that plays out next time. If you've been enjoying this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified of more things in the future. Episodes of this just about every single day. Links in the description of things that I am doing, have been doing, or will be doing in the future. Also, me and my friend are making a game. Any and all support towards that would be much appreciated. You can support us by supporting anything on the channel, supporting the devlog streams, most of all, supporting the Patreon. I can only talk so quickly. And sometimes my brain is moving faster than my mouth can. And with that, until next time, don't forget to be kind, and I'll see you around. I mean, I'm already into it. I was honestly questioning, I'm like, how is it gonna feel to hop right back into, like, fresh start with a Mario and Luigi RPG after completing one, right? Now, we'll see how I feel by the time we get to Dream Team, or by the time we get to Brothership, but at the moment, I'm kind of vibing. It's, I mean, a good vibe's a good vibe, you know what I mean? It can carry you a long way.